until having a meal for the day is a basic. You cannot aspire to more than that. Yeah, I worked in a warehouse with my master's. With my master's degree.
You know, there's Okpolo, and we get brain, we get brain.
Yeah.
Naturally, we're gifted. And you come back and I come and tell you I'll be baggy. As a sound now. You fail.
What's that? Imagine if people be below the poverty line, if they are also given the opportunities. Imagine if this was like the reality of every Nigerian. This world cannot contain us.
It's the way that you kiss on my cheek that kills me. It's the way that you feel on my skin that heals me. If you're gonna continue like this, I must say you're in for it.
So, hey guys.
You just have to every time. Hey guys.
I was actually trying to pull your leg. Sometimes we do this, we just sit down together and just start like thinking back on our journey, reminiscing. Yeah. See, if you don't sit back and think about your life, where you're coming from, sometimes you might lose perspective.
Honestly.
You know, and it helps you to also be grateful and to also see like how far you've grown.
Yeah.
And ginger you to keep on growing, you know. Yeah. So we're just talking about the fact that I think we've not shared really like the whole process of moving here together. Yeah. I think you've talked about it, but I don't think I've really had any input in it.
Being that about it.
I'm going to have a different perspective because I was 100% in Nigeria, 100% living in Nigeria. You had lived in different countries, you know. So
in that
so
way.
There's so after we got married in 2020, just before the lockdown, and we went straight into lockdown, a lot of things happened. And
a lot of things
happened.
We almost lost our house.
Yeah.
To fire. We talked about that on this channel.
Yeah. If you guys go throwback, we had a fire breakouts and then we had the time when Lagos State was trying to ban Okada, and they came to our area to seize Okadas, and we're living in just along Lut, just straight after Lut.
Like they literally wanted to ban Okadas completely.
Which I don't think is possible. But anyway, they tried to ban it, and obviously when you're trying to ban people's livelihood, people are going to push back because you're not giving me anything. You're trying to take the little I have to survive. So I feel like the government was not wise in that regard. No. Like, create other alternatives before you ban something. Nigerian government is very good at
just cold turkey.
Yeah, and forcing people and suffering the people.
And you
it's
don't
like
make
any
from the people. Alternatives for them.
Yeah, so
it doesn't make any sense to me. Never will.
Man, I feel like I just pray that Nigeria's day will dawn, because Nigeria's day is not done. Nigeria is still in the night. It's dark, man. No, for real, it's dark.
I feel you.
People are dying. People are hungry. People are like,
yeah. So when that
was
like a detour. Like what?
Yeah. So you can say this part because I know I lived this part and experienced it.
Yeah, I think you were out doing a job one day, and I was alone at home, and all of a sudden I just started hearing like some rockets outside of the house, and I was kind of like, what's going on? I was like oblivious to what was going on. Then I just started hearing gunshots on the ground outside. I was scared shitless.
Wow. I got to where I saw 21 missed calls. I knew immediately something was up. I was like, because I was driving, so my phone was on vibration. I didn't know. 21 missed calls.
Yo, I was so scared because I'm home alone. At least if he could be on the phone with me, I would feel better. But he was working. I don't know where he kept his phone.
I wasn't even working. I had not gotten to where I was going. It's when I got, because it was the cage.
Why did you not see my calls?
Because I was driving and my phone was, the car is not the car that you plug in and your phone will ring and all that stuff. It was just vibrating. I think it was in my bag. I don't even know where it was, but it was not in my pocket. Because it was in my pocket, I should have felt the vibration.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear nothing. When I got to where I was going, I took out my phone. Let me tell you, I've arrived. I saw 21 missed calls. That's when I called you because I knew that something must be up.
Yeah. So apparently, task force was trying to seize people's motorbikes, put them in their vans and go away. And these guys were not having
They were scraping knives.
So they were attacking the police, and the police was like throwing tear gas. How can I not talk? We're throwing tear gas. They were not budging. So they started shooting in the air. I don't know if they're shooting actual bullets or rubber bullets. I don't care. All I know is I was hearing gunshots outside and I was so scared. And this was going on for like maybe an hour. My neighbor came upstairs and was like, do you want to hide with us? We were like, what? In fact, we didn't know what was going to happen. And for me, that was the last straw for Nigeria. There are a bunch of other things that have happened that if you've been on this channel long enough, you know like the little things that have been happening. Mm-hmm. But for me,
and you know the funny thing
that was the last straw.
the funny thing about it was I could have actually been caught up in that whole thing. I didn't even know it happened because from where we lived to Ikeja was maybe like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So for me to have arrived, and this was already going on before I arrived, it means that literally maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, I missed it. You know, it's crazy, man.
It was really crazy. So I when it came back, I was like, by that time, my parents had already relocated to the Netherlands, and I was already feeling one kind like, oh.
But we're also like torn because at that time it was not Hava, it was Pepe.
Yeah.
Pepe was growing. We're getting orders, and
it was going really well.
We're getting like at least we're seeing income, revenue was.
We're having lots of return customers. Like it wasn't just brand new customer. We're having like back-to-back return customers. So like people were really enjoying the products. People were really like happy with our service, and we're just growing. They're telling a friend who's telling a friend. So we could really see like a future where our business is like literally taking over.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're like, at what cost?
Yeah.
If you don't have life, how you want to do your business?
I agree. And I think also the fact that we didn't want to raise our children in Nigeria, to be honest with you. Like it wasn't even just because it was Nigeria. It was
Nigeria as we knew it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That kind of community, that kind of society, that kind of like not the people, partly the people, but also the things that government was doing. You know, there was NSAS that just happened a few, months back, and like it was just there's a whole lot.
That was one of the things that really triggered me as well. Like
this country doesn't have any plan for you.
It doesn't have any plans for you, so you better.
If they do, it's bad plans.
For people that are anti-Japa, I was watching a video and this guy was like, that's his movement, anti-Japa. That how can the government subsidize school fees for you? You schooled in Nigeria, you got your degree, you got your certificate, you now fly abroad to go and I'm like, Maji. So I tied my whole life down because Nigeria subsidized my education. So I owe Nigeria my life, my existence. What else have they done for me? Do you get what I mean? Like, what else?
And it's not even just that alone. In the midst of like, because I'm always pro Nigeria. One of my mom's friends was always telling me,
to be honest with you.
Do you want to go and do your master's in Germany? Then I was working in an NGO. I believed Nigeria was going to work. And I still believe Nigeria will work eventually, but not with this current crop of leadership and not with the current crop of mindset that we have.
Even the newbies.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said not just the leadership, but the mindset that is pervasive. Just saying that, man.
Nigeria does not have a plan for you.
You can be doing well. You can even be working like for the good of Nigeria. Nigeria will still mess you up.
Yeah.
Like they will mess you up. Like you want to build the nation, and the nation is trying to mess you up. It's like you can only do so much, man. You can only do so much, and I'm who knows what tomorrow might bring. We might move to Nigeria. Who knows? Nigeria might become better and all that stuff.
Nigeria, if it works, like if. For me, it's mainly the insecurity and the lack of a justice system.
Yeah.
If those two things are fixed, what am I doing here?
To be honest with you, I agree with you on that.
What am I doing
here? Do you feel
safe?
Like, do you feel safe walking around?
And how evil people can get away with evil so
because
easily,
they know
so quickly,
somebody.
because you know one. Once you can get rid of that, next flight I'm out of here. Okay, and those are things I can't stand. I hate injustice. So. I can't live in a kind of situation like it will really mess up my mental health.
You the oppressed person, and they tell you, do you know who I am? If you are doing the wrong thing, you're still saying, do you know who I am? You're forgetting the fact that you are doing the wrong thing.
No, it's like
you can't do it here now.
You want to do what to do what you want. Essentially, that's what they're trying to tell you.
That's what I'm saying. In this country,
because of who I am, I can't do anything.
Netherlands fully purely egalitarian system. It's hard to say, do you know who I am? Nobody cares who you are. That's even the way they are raised. You can talk to anybody.
Even your manager, your supervisor, if they are doing something that is not right,
you can report them and they get sacked.
I'm gonna have to
you say,
and they will be begging you. You know what I mean? Like you don't just get away with whatever you feel like you can get away with.
And that's why Nigerians, the same Nigerians that will go to Nigeria and be doing, do you know who I am? They will come to Europe. They will sit up straight. You will not go. You can't.
You can't want to just sit us.
Hi.
You can hear you. He
wants to catch a bird.
Leave the bird, Joe, wicked soul.
It's too late. I say wicked soul, long.
Anyway, that was the last straw
for
me. And I spoke to him about it. And to be honest, we're not really opposed to it in any way.
No, I was not opposed to it because I also understood. Yeah. And then we talked, and your mom said something that was really, really instructive at that time. She was like, you guys, in life, there's something called the window of opportunity. And I see that it
stays open for a certain moment. And after that certain moment is over, it closes.
Yeah.
So your life can sometimes be hinged on what you do with that window of opportunity. And even till today, I still use that analogy in my life. Like, when I think about, oh, I'm gonna postpone, they will do this. Like, I'm like, am I still gonna have this opportunity when I feel like I'm ready to do it? If the answer is no, you just go for it immediately because you never can tell. And I feel like it's also kind of proud to think that
you always
have opportunity.
The options, yeah.
Like,
because you never know what tomorrow can bring.
Life is just gonna be always in your favor, like because you're the only human being that is special on the earth. Like, no, everybody's special and life happens, So make do with the opportunities you have, with the connections you have, So when she said that,
you just said that,
babe, I think it was the same week.
Yeah.
I booked a flight.
Literally, the decision to leave Nigeria was like, it took like two weeks or so. And it was in October you left. The first week in October, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember when the shooting happened, but I know once I had that conversation with my mom, probably that week, at most the week
that
after
shooting was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And after that, it was like, okay, cool, we need to do this. Then, when are we going to do it? Because we're also going back and forth. Oh, the business is still doing well. Let's stay,
But after that whole window opportunity discussion, I feel like the whole business, we didn't even care again.
There was a shift.
We built it once, we'll build it again.
Exactly.
And that was why we came here. And I'm so proud of us because coming here with that mindset and coming here to the actual reality of being here and then still being able to do the very thing that was agreed upon, like...
I agree.
It's not easy, I'll tell you that.
So literally the decision was made in let's say a month. By the end of that, it was September, we said, you know what, I think you're going to go. And I think October 21st, if I'm not mistaken, that was when you traveled. So it was
October the 6th, I arrived here October the 7th. So I've been here officially 4 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So 1 month in the whole situation of you leaving, I remember we sat down, we were like, okay, cool. How much do we have? We're making some money, but how much do we really have?
Yeah.
Right? We need to move. We need to pay for tickets. And at that point in time, plane ticket was still about maybe 800 euros or something.
I paid 300 and something K for my own flight, and it was one way.
Yeah, one way for you.
Yeah.
So then I needed to go to Ghana to write again. That's the thing. Nigeria, as big as Nigeria, giant of Africa is. You're telling me that the Netherlands don't deem that Nigeria can have an embassy, or they have an embassy, but not an embassy that is going to be able to issue you a.
That's VFS. VFS is not like.
We had an embassy.
Okay, but it was for Dutch people. It wasn't really for visa. They
don't do consular stuff. Consular duties. Which really? But anyway,
you can only speculate. You don't know the reasons. But they shut it down. And
there were rumors about some things, but let's not even get into that because we don't know anything about that. But anyway,
I don't know anything about it. True.
So I had to travel to Ghana or Cotonou, but I decided to go to Ghana because first of all, Ghana was more reliable.
And you have family there.
Yeah, and then. The flight to Ghana was like 180 at that point. I remember very, very much.
But for Cotonou, you have to drive, right?
Yeah, for Cotonou, you have to go by road. And and all those things. I was like, I'm not going to do this, man. You went. Mm-hmm. I picked a day to write an exam because you have to do A1. You have to do
the language test.
The language test before you can even get the MVV.
At the initial level.
Yeah, what I was trying to get was not a visa to come and stay 3 months. It was supposed to be a visa that would give me a long stay visa. So for you to do that and your partner is a Dutch citizen, you need to get that. So, first of all, when you left, I applied for a visa to come and visit you. Did I get the visa the first time? No, before we got married, I had applied for the visa. I wanted to travel and do some things. I was refused. So when you had gone, I was like, man, these people, they should not try me.
Yeah, but that was your first and only time you got denied for Schengen visa.
Yeah, because that was the time I applied. That was the first time I applied for Schengen visa. So the first time,
only time you got denied.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I got denied American visa too.
Yeah, but that's not Schengen.
Yeah.
The second time you applied for American visa, you got it. Like, it's like every time you applied the first time, it's a denial. The second time you applied, it's like, okay, here you go.
Bloody Nigerian.
You must collect like to suffer us.
Nigeria don't suffer. But we're great people because even though they suffer, we always rise to the occasion.
The number of Nigerians in the US.
And it's not just that.
Crazy.
Do you know, if you check the top of many industries, Nigerians are there.
Yeah. Because I believe that fire.
I believe that this whole Japa thing is actually part of the prophecy that's going to happen. That when Nigerians are now at the top of everywhere, it means that everybody wants to be associated with the Nigerian. Everybody will be like, whatever it is they are giving them in that Nigeria, I need to go and partake of it.
But let me just share it real quick, because the thought that's coming to my mind right now is the greatness of Nigeria that we're seeing in diaspora. It's just a few. How many millions of people do you have in Nigeria? Imagine.
Okay, yeah, you said something else. Yeah, touched me. Yeah, I agree.
imagine if the people below the poverty line, if they are also given the opportunities that people above the poverty line are enjoying, that they can go abroad and prosper. And imagine if this was like the reality of every Nigerian. This world cannot contain us.
I agree.
This world cannot contain us. I agree.
But on the flip side as well, some days ago, I know about you. There's this guy that plays violin that goes to
Demola.
I showed you, not Demola, CJ violin or something like that. I think I was showing you. The guy goes to like under the bridge, Saleko. He goes and really does street stuff, and people are happy. He's bringing joy to people's hearts. But when I see there are Nigerians, like we're all Nigerians, but trust me, there are different levels to this. In the sense that the mindset is different.
Yeah.
Right now in Nigeria, I know that there's a lot of things going on. There's the drug use, and it's pervasive. Like young people are now like they don't even see any life other than maybe you want to do small. Yeah, not all Nigerians. Again, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There are different levels. So I don't want to say if it's the mass. I don't want to say it's a greater good, but I don't know because I don't have the data to prove it.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of Nigerians that actually are. We have the hustle mentality, so we can become good and all that stuff. But it's just direction that is needed, Because I saw that and I saw some guys like, I'm like, man, in my mind I was like, God, what if I was born like this? What if I was born and it's not just because of where I was born, because people that come out of those places that actually are doing well for themselves. So it's about where you're born. It's also about the nurturing that you got, about also the community that you're around, and what you like gravitated towards, So I saw some guys in Saleko, I'm just like, or the Oshodi under bridge, and I see this guy. I know see the guy.
Where they play?
No, not the guy that was playing. Like the guys were like they were openly just smoking around us and smoking. People smoke here too. Do you get what I mean? But this one is like, how would I put it? Like what I'm trying to say basically is like
you're smoking for your survival.
No, it's not even just even the smoking. I'm saying that like from what I could see, the quality of life that they aspire to
was not much.
Yeah. Do you get what
it's
I mean?
Survival.
It's like, and also it's also like the education that was not there.
Yes.
Some of these people never even go school, There's Okpolo, we get brain, get brain. Yeah. Naturally, we're gifted.
But we don't have what to aspire to.
Enabling those
Once
things.
again, remember the analogy I gave my brother when Tolani when he came here? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You can't say, I won't build mansion when you don't know if tomorrow you have 3 square meals. To build a massive company when you're not sure where your next meal is coming. Until having a meal for the day is a basic thing that you can afford. You cannot aspire to more than that. So it's like once they get released from this trap of poverty where food is your primary aim, you can't aspire to much. As a human survival instinct, you cannot. It's like you're reduced to animalistic behaviors.
Looking for your daily bread, just daily bread. But again, we're diverting.
I feel like this
Nigeria's story is just so heartbreaking, But anyway, that aside. So so you came and immediately you came. You already said you're open about this, which is very refreshing. You started working. in
I worked in a
warehouse, like packing boxes
with my master's, with my master's degree.
But thankfully, within the next month, you got the job.
Yeah, honestly, like when I came to the Netherlands, I didn't come to play. I came here and I had the vision. I'm going to come here. I'm going to secure a job to have money, right? And because obviously I'm here, there's only so much you can do with the business back home because I was the one majorly running it. So there's only so much you can do. That means
like in production aspect, and all that stuff. All I could support was the sales, with managing the customers and all those things. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to start working, and then I need to level up to get a job that can enable me to bring it here. So within 2 weeks of getting there, I got a job in a warehouse where it was like packing boxes for retail shops, like Scapino, Zayman, like basically packing their orders of like sportswear and things like that. It was like a sports outlet company, like a warehouse, whatever. So I was there, man. I suffered. There was a video I saw on the internet of this lady, this Nigerian lady in the UK, and she's working in a warehouse and she's crying. She's recording. I don't know if she's on a live or she's recording a video. This girl is weeping. like
and she was walking.
I'm telling you, she put the camera on the what they call those shelves. I forgot what they're called. And she's packing her boy.
Rocks.
One of our colleagues is begging her like, "Don't cry, it's okay."
Is he a white person or Nigerian?
The person that's begging her. No, I think the girl was like maybe Spanish or Hispanic. I don't know. She was just not white or black. She's like, it's okay.
So for you to do UK, you don't go school fee. If you go school fee, it's called a park box.
It's so cold. It's so cold. I was like, I could relate to her. But I was like, they want him my camera, my recorder, and everything. I was like, laugh. I know, say it's hard. Like in the winter.
But if you know where you're going, you know where you're going, right?
It's cold, and in those warehouses, ain't no heating.
Oh no, that's crazy.
There's no heating.
That's inhumane.
And you can't sit. You're
inhumane.
not allowed. We were not allowed to sit. The only time you sit is during your break time. First break is 15 minutes where you can have a snack,
coffee,
stretch your leg, drink coffee, back. Then an hour.
That 15 minutes runs like crazy.
It's fast.
5 minutes.
You're like, okay, go back. Then the next one is 1 hour. Before you finish eating your food, you say, oh, I want to stretch my leg. It's time. It's time again. Day in, day out. When I come out from work, my body... you like I carry pong-pong. But
and you cycle and cycle
I will never be ashamed of this in my life. I'm proud of myself. Die.
Yeah, no,
I'm proud of myself.
I'm actually proud of
die.
It's drive. It's drive for you to do that, man. It's drive.
So, but when I come out from work and I beg someone to massage, after receiving my massage to my laptop, I they apply for new jobs. And within 2 months, I begged God, I said, God, don't let this my effort be in vain. My birthday. I moved in October. 2 weeks after that, I got my job at the warehouse. 1 month after that.
Yeah. And you remember you're going
2
for
months
interviews,
after that. Yeah, I was interviewing in the middle of, and when you go for your interviews and the hours you don't work, they don't pay you because it's 0 hours. So I didn't care. But I was like, I'm not, this is just a stepping stone. The money I'm earning here is to transport me to my other interviews where I'm going to get the job I'm looking for. So I just did it diligently. I finally got a job 2 months after arriving in the Netherlands. So basically a month and a half after I started that job. So I only worked there for about 1.5 months.
Yeah,
in the last few weeks, I was like, hey, niggas, I ain't coming.
After I got your job, right?
I ain't coming no more. Hasta la vista. They were also so cruel. They were so mean. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they treat you like the scum of the earth. The owner was very rich. You will see his cars when he comes, but when he comes into the warehouse and we're working, oh, the man was mean. He was really mean. So I was very happy and I had no sympathy. I had no regard for them. When I got my job, I was like,
peace.
Bye, I'm out of here. So yeah, that's just the whole journey. And then when I got here, you first have like a probation. You had probation, right? Mm-hmm. 1 month of probation, and then you have a 6-month contract, temporary contract. After your 6-month temporary contract, then you have a 1-year contract. After the 1-year contract, you have another year before you can have a permanent contract. And for me to be able to sponsor you, I found out that I needed to have a permanent contract in view. So meaning I had to have a letter from my employer saying that, oh, hey, we're really impressed with this person's quality of work and we have the intention of, giving them a permanent contract. Yeah. And so we just went through so many processes trying to, eventually, it all worked out.
Yeah. I mean, I think I came in February. Only short stay visa, 3 months. Bear in mind, before we left, I already started to look at our finances and calculated. We literally divide everything. We put, 180 for this. The exam, I needed to write A1 exam. A1 exam was, I think, €175. I can't remember how much it was. But it was quite some money. Then, and we picked a date for the exam to be written. I think it was December, I can't remember again. Anyway, so I also needed to be on my A game because you can't go and spend this kind of money and not write it. And you not fail. That means all the equations we don't arrange, don't scatter. So, man, I did the Dutch. I know if you fail this exam.
You swallow the Dutch.
I know if you fail So I went because you spend money 180,000 to go to Ghana. You stay for 2-3 days, then you come back and I come and tell you I'll be baggy. As I sound now.
You did what?
You'll be baggy, you fail.
What's that?
That's fail now. Like,
I've never heard that in my life.
anyway,
What language is
it's
that?
your banner.
Ogbe baggy.
Oh, it's baggy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't look back.
Ogbe baggy.
No, sort of like
Ogbe baggy.
Failure.
Who that Igbo?
Maybe I said it.
Ogbe baggy. You look like Igbo.
Anyway, Sha, so man, I went and I wrote it with confidence. I was so eager to when it was finished. I was so eager to press finish because I know say show me die. I passed this thing, you know. So after that, I think we now applied.
Yeah.
So we started waiting, and I came back the second time. I came back to Nigeria for like 3-4 months before I went back. The other time we went back, we were hoping that I would have gotten it. So we already made plans to go to Greece with the family and all that stuff.
Even booked the flights and everything.
And me, I didn't know that there was this 180 rule. So in Schengen, if you stay in the Schengen for 3 months, you must stay outside of the Schengen area for 6 months.
Before you can return.
So that in a total, you can stay only in the Schengen for 6 months in a year. So 3 months in, 3 months, for 3 months out, and you can do 3 months in again. 3 months out. So you must spend 180 days outside if you spend up to 3 months in. So I didn't know that. So after I'd spent like exactly almost 3 months here, I went back to Nigeria. I think, oh yeah, I'll take another flight. God help me. We already paid for the ticket. And I just checked. I was like, that was so disappointing.
So painful.
But it was a good, I just know it was a good thing, but it was actually a process where I learned a lot, you know. Just able to like roll with the punches and like, okay, this is disappointing. This is not how we envisioned it to be and all that stuff, but we'll make the best of it.
Well, we still have to go to Greece together though.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So, yeah, let's make that happen.
Yeah.
So.
You can go with kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was, long distance marriage. You know.
It's not sexy at all.
Yeah, not sexy at all, man. Man, but
we made it.
Yeah, we made it. And then remember, like, they tried to frustrate us. They didn't give me the visa when they're supposed to have given me. That's
they wasted time.
The residence permits, rather.
Yeah.
So
we're just tracking it there. There's no progress.
No progress. I called them while I was even here. I called them. They said, call us back again. And I'm like, sorry, but you say I should call you back next week. If I call you back next week, what am I asking for?
Yeah.
What is supposed to be different? What's supposed to change?
You
know that Nigerian thing, and they push them.
It just feels like everybody's waiting for somebody to do something, and the other person waiting for the same person.
And they don't even know what they are doing.
And nobody's doing nothing.
So I now asked the guy.
And nobody to follow up with.
I feel like God really gave me inspiration on that day, because I was like, okay, so you're saying I should just call you back next week. I should call the same line. I've called last week. I've called this week. You're telling me to call back next week. But my question to you is, when I call back, what should be different? I need to give me something specific that I should be asking you for. Has this been done? Not that you're just telling me, it's still being processed. I should just call. I should just call you. Are you my boyfriend? What's going on? Are you my girlfriend? What's it, you know? So anyway, that's when the person at Japa said, actually, you know, if you go to our website, you can find that you can apply for default,
like
so
payments.
Like default. So if we don't answer you within the agreed time that we say we're going to answer you get compensated. For every day that passes, we're going to pay you something. So that's enough ginger, right? Yeah. But again, it's not their money, so it's the government's money. So people may not even may not care. But there's a maximum number of times that accrues to that. I think it's also maybe 3 months or so, and then you get the maximum money. Amount. And the funny thing was, as each week goes by, the money increases.
Yeah.
The money per day increases. So at first, we're like, should we not do it? Maybe they not go use that one verse for us. But I was like, but this is actually, you know, not just and like everybody.
It's true.
You know, so which I just said I'm going to do this thing.
Let's do it, man.
Did it. Do you know that I got to have it? They waited for the maximum number of days. The day after the maximum number of days, they sent me my the congrats. And so that means they're owing us plenty money.
Funny enough, the amount that they now sent was just enough for you to have that trip to Ghana. To go back to Ghana to get the stamp on the visa, yeah, and to get the flight here. So it's like everything was paid for, you know. So it's like everything works together for good at the end of the day, you know. Yeah. And yeah. If you say Nigeria are good, waiting to carry person, they come suffer for all this kind of residence.
Make a man. Anyway. Yeah. It is what it is, man.
Beggars cannot be choosers.
Or Nigeria to
But yeah, here we are. So much has happened. Yeah. Let's know if you guys want us to make this like a series where we share and break down our experience.
Yeah. We'll definitely talk about also something interesting. when I came as well, racism, right? That's for another video.
Yeah. But to be honest,
like when I say racism, did I face racism? That's what I mean. Or how do I feel? You know, or for me, I became very aware about the fact that racism is being different, and also the fact that racism exists. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit bitter. I talked about it with you. I talked about it with your mom. I talked about it with Uncle Richard, my brother-in-law. I talked about it with just because I know that, especially with him, because I believe that he has also gone through it. You know, just getting his perspective. Because for some time I was going out like as if it's me against the world, Tupac, me against the world. If you look at me,
you go collect.
You know. But actually, like, I'm glad that like I've passed that. I've passed. I think everybody will always go through that stage. If you can relate to this, please let us know in the comment section. I really want to know how. Like, man, it's like a lot of adjustments to do in a new country, and but I'm happy. Yeah, it's a beautiful country.
Yes.
Like, I'm amazed when we go out to see this kind of orderliness, and like the plan that they have for themselves. You know, you can see that they're deliberate about how they want the society to be, and they're actively working towards it. You know,
yeah,
it's good.
So all in all, are you happy you moved here?
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. And also, I'm happy that my kids get to grow up here and also go to school here.
Yes.
I like the educational style here. I don't want them to go and do la cram la pour like we did.
Yeah.
No.
You know, the funny thing is, like, we have 3 different experiences between me, you, and the kids. I moved here when my eyes have already opened. So coming from a place at such a young age, but still aware that I'm different, like that transition. And for you, being like fully grown, aware of yourself, and like everything's like concrete, and you just come to this new place, like how that felt for you. And then these kids that have been born here. In fact, if they go to Nigeria, that's going to be what is really weird. Like, why is everybody black here? Like, why everybody look like my family members? You know? I don't know if that would be scary for them. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many of us. What's going on here? There are no white people. You know, there's 3 different experiences, and I can't wait for them to really grow up so we can all just
get that perspective
and get the different perspectives on how it impacted you. Because I know how it impacted me. I know some insight into how it impacted you, but for them, I'm really curious to see how, you know, they felt about it.
And I know that the world is constantly going in that direction where everybody is going to be mixed race. You know, they may be very hard for you to see one pure breed. Everybody's going to be mixed, and I hope it's a good thing for the world. You know,
it's just a pigment of our skin.
Yeah. And I feel like even white people actually,
in our body.
The difference between us actually, I feel like, is evolution.
The what?
Yeah, in Africa, the sun is there. You need melanin to process the sunlight.
It's evolution now.
Exactly. So they are here. There's not much sun. It's much more colder, and then there's sun, but it's not as harsh or as hot, and it's not all year round. Like, so it's like, they begin to lose the melatonin because they don't need it, you know, and the body gets.
Maybe our hair is this kinky to protect us from the sun. Theirs is flat, and if they're in the sun, like the heat and the UV rays can easily penetrate. But our hair is like a tree.
So everything, the way we are wired, is actually based on what we need. Based on what we need.
No,
it
is indeed. Yeah, it is indeed. I agree with you. But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long.
Yeah, I also don't want it to be too long. It's becoming philosophical. Yeah, it's been fun actually, and it's good to jump back to this sort of, you know, discussions.
Yeah, this is how we actually started our channel. If anybody has been here with us.
Yeah, for the OGs.
For the OGs, you know what time it is. No. But it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice to sit and chat with you guys.
Yeah.
As per usual. But yeah, we're going to draw the curtains here. And thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you for listening, and feel free to drop your comments.
Yes.
Let us know also if you're in the same process or if you've gone through the process.
Yeah. And if there's anything that you want to hear from us, like any topics you're specifically interested in, we will be happy to cover it. Right?
Yep.
Yes. So we'll see you guys
Peace.
next time. Bye.
Bye.